Howdy, howdy, folks. I'm back, and I've got a new cookbook, the new America's Test Kitchen Master of the Grill cookbook. My wife was kind enough to get this for me for my birthday. I've been doing some cooking out of it. Today I'm going to do their smoked pork chops, and on the side I'm actually going to do some purple potatoes. Usually I only find the small purple potatoes, but I found some bigger ones today. So I'm going to cook them. They're actually purple sweet potatoes. So I'm going to stick them on the grill. I've already scrubbed these down, washed them. Got some foil out. One piece of foil for each one. I'm going to cover each one in some olive oil. Just give them a rub down. I'm going to wrap them up. I went out to light up the grill. I realized I was out of charcoal, so I went to the garage to grab another bag of Royal Oak, my trusted Royal Oak, and I didn't have any. And I didn't have time to run out to Home Depot, so I went down to my Kroger and I bought some of this Simple Truth 100% natural hardwood charcoal. It's like, let's see, it's 8.8 pounds. It was $7.99. So that's not too bad. We'll see how it burns. And I went ahead and filled up my pot here. Just about halfway. I put 2 Weber cubes down in the bottom. I'll go ahead and light them up. Go ahead and open up the bottom vent all the way and leave the lid open for a little while here. It's just after 3 o'clock now. I want to eat at about 5:30, and the pork chops are actually only going to smoke for about 30 minutes. But these potatoes I've never cooked before, and my understanding is it's going to take anywhere from an hour or 2. So just to be on the safe side, I'm going to go ahead and light up the grill now. It's been about 5 minutes, and the Weber cubes have burned out. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. I'm going to leave the vents open, about quarter on the bottom, quarter way on the top, and I'm going to let this come up to 300 degrees. Alright, I'm going to be whipping up a quick barbecue sauce for the pork chops. I need half a cup of ketchup, get the heat on about medium. Need a quarter cup of molasses, or in this case I'm using dark corn syrup because I did not have any molasses. 2 tablespoons Worcestershire. 2 tablespoons Dijon. 2 tablespoons cider vinegar. Stir it up, and I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of light brown sugar. I'm going to bring this to a simmer and let it cook down for 5 to 7 minutes until I have 1 cup of barbecue sauce. Okay, come outside and check the temperature. I'm at 250 right now. So I want to close it down a little bit. I don't want it to get over 300. If it gets over, it's hard to bring it back down. I came back in to check my sauce and realized that I had forgot to add 2 tablespoons of onion that I actually ran down the large side of a cheese grater. So 2 tablespoons of grated onion. I used sweet onion. Okay, it's 3:30 now, and I want to have the pork chops on in about an hour, so I need to soak my wood chunks. So I've got 3 average size hickory chunks. I'm going to soak them for 1 hour. Alright, it's at about 260. Never put my grate on. Go ahead and pop the grate on. For this, I don't need to clean the grate, so I don't need to preheat it or anything. And I'm going to go ahead and get the potatoes going on here. It's 3:30. Alright, it's been on for about 5 minutes. And I think it's reduced down enough to about a cup. So I killed the heat and I removed it from the heat. Alright, it's 3:40 and I'm right at 300. So I'm going to shut down the top. And the bottom just a little bit. It's 3:45. I want these pork chops on at 4:30. So I'm going to go ahead and pull them out of the refrigerator so they can come up to room temperature. Well, it's about 4 o'clock. Now I'm off of work, so that means it's beer 30. I don't know, the best beer in the world? You decide. I think it's right up there. I'm a big lager guy, so this is a special treat for me. I don't buy this often. It's on the pricey side. It's probably 10 bucks a 6-pack, but special treat. Awesome beer. Like I said, it's, I don't know, probably my favorite beer in the world. Cheers. For this recipe, I've got 4 center cut loin chops, bone in, all natural from HEB. Nice thick cut. About 1.5 inches on each. Gorgeous looking. Now I'm working with just one hand here, but you're supposed to cut some slits through the fat and the silver about every 2 inches down the side of each chop. This is what it should look like after the cuts are made. So I did that to all 4, and now I'm going to season them with salt and pepper. Alright, the next step is to thread them through with skewers so that they stand upright on the grill while they're smoking. So I just put them on their bone side. Now I'm just going to run these metal skewers, 2 of them, through them on each side. Cool. And that's going to help them stand up on the grill. Just like that. Alright, it's 4:30. Just about time to put the pork chops on. I'm going to strain my wood chunks. Now you want to work fast here, because you don't want to lose a lot of your heat. That heat will actually start rising once you open this lid. I'm going to burp it a couple times. Open her up. Move these potatoes off. Pop this grate off. Stick these wood chunks down in here. Seems like too much of my fire is burning, but over here it is. Pop on my stone, deflector stone. Back on with the grate. Back on with the potatoes. They're actually feeling pretty soft. Might go get a fork and check those out real quick. Move them off to the side because the pork's about to go on. Well, I actually just went ahead and stuck a fork in these potatoes, and they're done after 1 hour. So I'm going to pull those off. Alright, I pulled the potatoes off. Gave it about 5 minutes to let the grate heat up so I can give it a scrape down. Got some nice smoke going here now. And I'm going to put them on. There we have it. Looking beautiful already. This should go for about 30 minutes. Well, Thanksgiving just passed, and I missed it. I was working. I wanted to smoke a turkey. That's so much fun. But I just want to say how thankful I am for my family, my friends, roof over my head, and I'm so thankful for barbecue pits, grilling, and cold beer. I just find it to be so much fun. It's so relaxing. After I get home from a job out of town, I come home, and the first thing I do after I hug my family is I start looking at the cookbooks and I figure out what I want to grill. I just love it, and I'm very thankful for it. I'm also going to whip up some sauteed kale. I bought 2 heads of kale, about 1.5 pounds. Just going to rough chop it and get ready to cook it. Put it in this big old bowl over here. And I also I thinly sliced 2 garlic cloves. I broke out the 6-quart pan, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and I heat it up on a medium high. It's been a couple minutes. The oil's got a nice sheen going on here, a nice shimmer, so I'm going to throw the garlic in. Just cook it for about 30 seconds. It's been 30 seconds. I'm going to put in 1/2 cup of vegetable stock. Now I'm going to put in all of my kale. It's been 25 minutes. I'm rated about 310 here. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Those look awesome. I'm looking for 120. $112. $109. I'll give them about 10 more minutes. It's been 5 minutes with the lid on for the kale. Let me pop the lid off. I'm just going to let it simmer here and cook down until the liquid has evaporated. I'll be honest with you, the recipe called for 1/2 cup of liquid, but I felt like it needed more. I ended up adding about a whole cup of vegetable stock. Alright, the pork chops got to 120 internal temperature. Now I'm going to pull this grate off. You want to finish these on direct heat. So I'm going to do one of these numbers here. Take this right off. back on with my grate. Shut it down for a minute. And I'm going to open up the top, open up the bottom. Just let it get going here. Alright, right back inside to check the kale. Liquid's about gone. I'm going to give it another couple minutes until it's all the liquid's gone. There's a little bit down in there still. Alright, it's been 2 more minutes on the kale. We'll kill the heat. Give it a stir. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar and some salt and some pepper. And I'm going to put the lid back on it to keep it warm. Alright, I just took the skewers out. I'll get some of this barbecue sauce. Smother it on each side. Or actually, we're going to smother it only on one side right now. Alright, smothered them on one side. Oh, we're cranking now. Yeah. Give it another scrape down. Beautiful. We're going to put these barbecue sauce side down. We're going to give them a nice char. Ooh-wee! Yeah. Alright, while they're cooking, I'm going to smother the other side with barbecue sauce. The heat's pretty high, I don't want to burn them. Try to work quick here. See what we got. Beautiful. And rotate them. Get the grill marks going. Oh yeah. This is fun here. Alright. Just went inside to grab a plate. I'm going to go ahead and flip these. Oh. Yes. Oh, life is good. I could do this all day. Now, the recipe calls for these to be pulled off at 145. I just checked one of these. It's at 128 internal temperature right now. I pull these at 130. I like my pork medium rare. You want it more done than that, go ahead. But I think that's the best way to do it. Man, that was fun. I just pulled them off. They're all at 130 degrees. That char griller Acorn is some fine piece of cooking equipment, man. That thing is awesome. For the money, you just cannot beat it. What a job it did on these. I haven't even tried them yet. I know they're going to be unbelievable. So this is it, the final product. Some kale, sauteed kale, and barbecue smoked pork chops, and a purple sweet potato. Looks beautiful. Can't wait to eat it. Happy grilling. Till next time.